Hello all, welcome back. Right, what have we got for you? Well, weather-wise, cold, wet and miserable, so the UK is most certainly back to normal. But we've got 8-bit, 16-bit, modern, retro, old paper, and we've got a console. I doubt we're going to get through it all this time, but anyway, we'll do our damnedest. Let's get into it. Right, not sure where we're going to start. The beginning would be the obvious place. But anyway, I'm on a latte at the moment. Let's just do the console. The console. I showed this off on a picture. And Rob said it looks like a tissue box. Some tissue box. Let's get these bits out anyway. It's not a mouse mat. Looks like a mouse mat, I must admit, but it's not. There you go. Can you tell what it is? Yeah, it's the analog Mega SG. I hope I've got that right when I said that then. Yeah, Mega SG. Mega Drive, basically. It's a Mega Drive. Or a Genesis, if you're from the States. This is very small. I should have really got... Ooh, you know what? I could grab that there, couldn't I? But I'm not going to. I'm not jumping up. It's a lot smaller than the original machine. The benefits of this... Ooh, get this right now, William. Is it FPGA? So basically, it's like using the realistic hardware. So it's like playing on a real machine. Except you've got, HDMI out. Because it's for modern tellies, isn't it? This may get a lot of flack. Modern TVs. I think this is the best way to actually play your original Mega Drive and Master System games. Tons of settings on it. We're not obviously going through it. We'd be there forever and a day. But there's the converter. That's for the Master System games. It's not region locked, so you can play any of the imports. Was it ever region locked anyway? I don't think it was it? What else have we got in it? Because I've not got round to doing anything with this. That feels like the plug. The plug. So you get your plug, your HDMI, and your power lead. They're all still brand new, not been used. I don't know where I've put the 8-bit controller, but there's the that's the adapter for it. Just plug that in, and away you go. I have got a 6-button controller. I bet you it's that over there, but I'm not going to get up to show you that either. Great, isn't it? Now that, it's not a mouse mat. Those that are in the know, it's a spacer to sit it right on top of your Mega CD. And I'm just looking at the side bit to see, there it is, there's a slot. Is that it? Or do I pop something? There it is. There it is. There you go. And so you can plug that into your Mega CD, and now you can play your Mega CD games on a modern TV. All upscaled. I think that's fantastic. And what's even better than that is with the latest software update for it, you can put all the games. I'm looking for it. There you go. There's a slot. put them on an SD card, and you don't even have to plug them in anymore now. So you can just store every game if you've got a big enough SD card. Every game, every Master System game, every Mega Drive game, and play it. So I think that's brilliant. I really do. They're not cheap. Not by any stretch of the imagination are these things cheap. But they are constantly making improvements to the system. And for that, I thought I'm going to quickly get one. They have done their final run. You can't pick these up from the manufacturers anymore. So you've got to go to eBay. But bear in mind, if you had bought this, you'd have paid definitely tax rates and all that to get it from the States. But that's it. Mega SG. Highly recommended. But we'll do a future video on that to go into a little bit more depth. Right, next bit. Eddie, where's my disc? Eddie, Roller X Core, where's my disc? Where's my disc, man? Where is it? I picked them up, mate, don't worry. I've got disc 1 to 15 for Beneath the Steel Sky. I picked the game up off Eddie. It was missing disc 1. I don't know if he's had a chance to even look for all of it. Bless him, the lad's just moved home. He's getting his room all reset up. Things were going cheap enough. They're all tested, so I thought, I'll just get them, mate. And I've got spares. Obviously, I've got spares, so I'll just stick that in the box. So no worries there. Another thing that I showed, Zap 64, and I'm sorry about the pulsing. I've gone back to that because Edward whined about the camera, when you're going to smear the grease off the camera. It's because I take it off autofocus, because every now and then we will get this pulse. That's the camera autofocusing, unfortunately. But yeah, anyway, Zap 64's on disc. I've got the magazines. I'm going to be doing something probably late this week with the magazines. Just quickly. Problem with this disc that I picked up, it's not as good as the original one I've got. The original one I've got, they have literally scanned every single magazine, which is great, don't get me wrong, because you had to do that anyway with the earlier editions. But the later editions did come in a true digital format, and, well, the picture quality is far superior. So I need to find my disc. And I know it's in a particular box, but it's now remembering where I put the damn box. But I will find it. I need to. So, anyway, Zap 64s, you can get them all on digital, which is great if you don't want to collect them. But I do. I like old paper. I absolutely love it. Which leads me on nicely to my next thing. I picked these up for the wife. Stargate. You remember Stargate? The film I thought was incredible, starting Kurt Russell. Really ahead of its time. Really ahead of its time, I thought. But then when the series came out, SG-1, oh, it was brilliant. I think it was one of the best, at the time, one of the best sci-fi things that you could watch on a TV. Sorry, I'm just thinking Matt reminiscing a little bit. But anyway, I picked up the comics. I didn't realise. They did a small run of comics. So, follow around. So this one's actually, that's the prequel. And you got issue 1. Issue 2. And issue 3. So those are actually for the wife. And really happy that they've come to me the way they are, because they are in the right bags. If you don't realise, me and Stu had discussed this a long time ago now, because he collects old paper, and that's Stu to the UK. You've got to have the correct paper, and just to show you, it may just look like a white piece of card, but it's not. It's acid free. So, in other words, if you just put it against normal paper, so in other words, if you stack magazines on top of each other, what happens is the print and that will eventually leach into each other. So you've got to have acid-free paper. The other thing that you've got to have are the special bags. Now, originally, I bought all the wrong bags, but I sorted that a long time ago now. But these bags, basically, they're oil-free. Or there's less amount of oil in them. But basically, what would happen in time is the oil would leach its way into the paper. So you've got to have the right stuff if you want to look after your magazines. And I certainly do. Now, the next one I've got to show you, paper-wise, I still think this is one of the best games that was ever made for the PlayStation and the Dreamcast. And I still say today, it seriously, in fact the whole series seriously needs a remake or a remaster. A remaster would suit me down to the ground, because I think they'd be able to use certainly all of the old voices. And unfortunately, as a lot of you know, Tony J, who was the Elder God, there's your hint, is no longer with us. He's no longer with us. He died many a year ago now. But that's Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. Who knew they actually did a comic? Now, as far as I'm aware, this is the only one that they did. There wasn't a massive run of it. And just to quickly open it up and show you guys, it basically tells the story, I suppose, or part of the story of the Soul Reaver of the beginning. Now, this was done in 1999. And straight away, the quality. Look at that. Look at the picture. Raziel having his way. Just going in a little bit deeper. Look at Kain looking menacing there. Just absolutely fantastic. And of course, that famous sequence right at the beginning of Soul Reaver where he rips his wings off because he has now surpassed the Master, and then being thrown into the ditch where his skin is burnt white hot. But just kept going and going. Fantastic poster. Just looks fantastic. But then it was like, whoa, what's this? Hot chicks and big guns. It's obviously game related. Tomb Raider. I might have to check that out. Of course, we've got that remake coming out. The first 3 Tomb Raiders are coming out, aren't they? I'm sure it's this year. First 3 Tomb Raiders are coming out this year, I'm sure of it. PS4. So that'll be something to look forward to, because I've tried a few times to go back and play the original on the PlayStation, but it's not Lara Croft Tomb Raider the game. It's not her original home. Her original home is on the Saturn. It came out first on the Saturn. I think it was either 1 month or 3 months exclusivity on the Saturn. So, and that's where I first played it. But the controls are so clunky. It's absolutely a horrendous game to go back to. What they also include in this is strategies. So it gives you level hints and everything. So I thought that was pretty cool. I wouldn't have minded this back in the day. And there you have it, out now. Legacy of Kain, Soul Reaver. Absolute brilliant, epic game that I wish someone would go back to and sort out a remake or a remaster, like I say. But we haven't finished there, because I have picked up a few other magazines. PlayStation World, who remembers that? And there's absolutely tons of stuff in this. It's an absolute bumper edition. It's filled with all sorts. I mean, what's that there? Psycho Killer. But what I found really interesting, because I never bought this back in the day, and this is proper complete. Now, when I've said that, you're probably thinking, oh right, so it's got a poster. No, it's not got a poster. It's got the free 16-page special Born to Melt The future of gaming according to the 3DO. It's actually a magazine in a magazine. And if you didn't spot that then, great picture of the I think that's the original Lara Croft when all the advertising was being done. But just to flip through, Army Men Air Attack on the 3DO. I just thought, that's bizarre. You're launching a brand new magazine. Ooh, Crusaders of Might and Magic. You're launching a brand new magazine, and yet you're advertising for the competition. I just thought that was weird. Because, can you imagine it? That wouldn't go on today. Not one little bit. Player Manager 2000. It's all in the 3DO. And the 3DO, I think, is a cracking console. It really is. In fact, just looking there. Army Men 3D out now. Army Men Air Attack out now. Global Assault February. Player Manager 2000 March. Army Men Sarge's Heroes March. Crusaders of Might and Magic March. Midnight in Vegas March. And how did Lara get into tomb raiding? Did she start by nicking Mars bars and copies of smash hits from Woolworths? Fantastic. Sega Saturn. Little tear. Sorry, I always get that wrong. Little tear there, but I don't mind it. That's issue 23. It's got Spidey on it, so I have to have it. But at the moment, I'm collecting now for Zap 64s, PlayStation World, and Sega Saturn. I've got issues 1, 2, and 23. So happy to add those into the collection. Right, we better get back on track and do a few games, eh? I'll do these 2 PlayStation 2 ones because they're right next to me and it makes it easy. But yeah, Mega Man Anniversary Collection contains 10 classic Mega Man titles. It's not a PAL game, North America. But I'm wanting to get every single Mega Man game that was produced for the PlayStation 2. I've one to get. Eddie pointed that one out to me. I thought I had them all until he actually had to wind me up. The other one is Superman Returns. It's sealed. So the wife went, "Oh, is that any good?" And then she just quickly, very sarcastically said, "Oh, but it's sealed, so we're never going to know, are we?" Damn right. So those are the 2 PlayStation 2s. I'm going to show off all the Amiga games that I've got. Because I bought these. I think I've got one of them. But I bought these for one game. And then I'll just do some Saturn. Because we've got some Saturn. And I'll do some PlayStation 4s. And then we'll just call it a day then. Yeah, so I got myself a stack of games. So, Street Fighter 2. I think I've got this one. I do actually think I've got this one, but I'll have a look. I'll have to compare it. This, never played it back in the day. It looks fun. It's a top-down car racing. Super Skid Marks. Super League Manager. I definitely never played that back in the day. And the reason for me buying this bundle, because I'm after every single FIFA game on every single system. Pretty certain I've already got all of the PlayStations. So that's the PlayStation, then 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I've got all them. Xbox, I think I'm just about there. What the other ones then? It's the Saturn, Dreamcast, even the obscure, which I'm going to have to turn around and say Engage. So I'm after some really weird ones. And I spotted this and I knew we didn't have it. It was for the Amiga. FIFA Soccer. I remember the cover, because I remember that on a PlayStation. I'm sure of it. In fact, I can't even remember the... Oh, God, what's the guy? He was in a bloody McDonald's advert, wasn't it? Just get it closer. Platt. David Platt. That's him. So, I'll open this one up just to show you what's inside. So, 3.5 inch discs. We've got 4 of them. Warranty card. The manual, which was black and white back then. And then what's this we got here now? I can get the damn thing out. Gilded Leisure Services. Who are you? Number 1 for Amiga presents Microprose. So looking at this, Acid Software. I think you were a company where you could go to buy these games. Ooh, wouldn't be a video if I don't throw something. I must admit, it's winding me up a bit, but I'm going to stick with it. So, chuck all these back in there. And that's it for the Amiga. I don't buy anywhere near as many Amiga games as I would like. Oh, because these do take up a dirty, great big amount of room. But yeah, that gets them out of the way, so I can sort that out. I'll do... Was it that stack I was planning on doing? Yes, right, I'll do that little stack of PS4s. And then I'll do... Oh, what's this at the bottom? No, save that one. And then I'll do some Saturn. But anyway, Concrete Genie. Looks quite a nice game. I think it'd be quite relaxing. It's a German copy, but it'll play in English, so I'm not bothered. Canax 2. Very good game. Actually get something within it for a change. Astrobot Rescue Mission. Yes, I've got VR. It's a really good game. It's possibly one of the best VR games you can get. Helldivers, the original. I don't remember seeing this advertised. It must have been, obviously, but I don't remember seeing it. And because the new one just looks absolutely incredible, Helldivers 2, I thought, I better start playing the first one. Now, what I like about this is, it's a top-down shooter. They're brilliant. Love top-down shooters. And this next one, I started pronouncing it Runner. It's not Runner. It's Ruiner. Because there's an I. R-U-I-N-E-R. I think Eddie or Dylan could potentially tell me more about this one. I think it's a top-down hack and slash. Might be wrong. Might be right. You never know. And I've got an art book with it. So I think this was originally part of something bigger. I mean, the cover there, not for resale. Special reserve copy number 487. Sorry, can't. You guys can't see that. There you go, 487. So I don't know. Tell me more, please, gents. But the artwork, what I like about this is it's a normal picture, but then it's got little areas where it's like PVC's been stuck on it, if you get me. So I can't really show it off properly in the camera, I don't think. Oh, there you go. See what I mean? Just really catches the light and shines. It does look really, really good. Let's get to another page, really. So, like on this now is glasses. It's as if somebody's stuck on a shiny, sticker or label does look good. Does look good. I know absolutely nothing about the game. Nothing whatsoever. So tell me more, please, gents, because I think you're the guys that can. And like I say, I'm just going to do a few Saturn. And then we're going to call it... yeah, you know what, that'll do. So, on the Saturn. And I've got to clean up these covers. Casper. That's better. See, I just clicked that pulsed in there. Like I say, I've got to clean it up. So you can see the old hook there. But that's nice and complete. So put that there. Incidentally, just for them to go into, I've ordered some proper PVC bags. Well, not bags, the box protectors for them. So I want to make sure that they are looked after, because some of these are getting really pricey. NHL All-Star Hockey. Didn't realise I didn't have that one. And I quite enjoyed playing hockey back then. Certainly on the likes of the Saturn and that. They were really good. I enjoyed playing them. But I've never stuck with manual. I've never stuck with it complete. And obviously with it being cardboard, it wouldn't be the same if it wasn't peeling. So that needs a little bit of a repair. And the last one I'm going to show you is Mysteria, The Realms of Lore. Going by the case and the characters alone, that's got to be an RPG. Again, that's nice and complete. So I'm really happy with that. So, you know, games like this, again, that's coming apart. It's just the glue. It dries out so much. So, easiest thing to do sometimes is just add a little bit more glue it back down, and then I'll be sticking it in a box protector to keep it all nice and neat. But it's quite a good one, that one. I mean, look at it, nice. Hardly any wear there. So I'm really happy with that one. Really happy. I'm not happy about is the way the camera. I know it's the light and everything. Maybe I have ordered something to try and bring in some more natural light, in all fairness, because if I have the curtains too wide, the glare's too much. If I shut the curtains, it's too dark. What do you expect? Just a simple YouTuber trying to show a vid. But anyway, I digress. That's it. There's still plenty more in the box. There's still plenty more on the way in. So we'll probably end up doing another one of these videos, certainly before the month is out. But we'll see. I'll see what my schedule is like. Right, I'm out of there, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting me. Catch you lot all again. Take care. Woohoo!